What's up, everybody? Yeah, I'm a little bit late, I know. just about 13 minutes late. It's no big deal, right? You guys will forgive me, I hope. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. Let's get a tweet out nice and quick. And you know what? I happened to see something before I go to Twitter. Every night, Pete in the Alliance posts, sorry, had to look at an email real quick. Pete posts the loyalty store, and we just so happen to get an invulnerability boost. So that's gonna be tonight's tweet. You'll see in just a sec. First, though, the shed sending over a buck. Thank you, dude. So sorry to Stubbs the man and James. You guys were so close. So close. But I do appreciate the support from all three of you. Shed, Stubbs, James. Thank you, guys. Damn! just see damn from Stubbs. Stubbs, I'm sorry, man. James saying no. So very close. When are you doing 4-star run and want to see those elite plays? I'll probably do that next Sunday. Sunday is just a perfect day to do monthly event quests, really. Champs are free, and then again, just thinking about it now, I guess I don't need my champions to be free. If I'm using 4-star champs. So I don't know. The plan is to do it on Sunday, but I don't need to do it on a Sunday. I could do it any day, but probably still Sunday. Anyway, you didn't even read my comment? Wait, what? I looked for your comment. There is no comment. That is your first comment, is BG didn't even read my comment. If you sent one, it didn't go through the YouTube machine. YouTube blocked it for whatever reason. And I didn't get it. Okay, anyway, let me get this tweet out. Dearest Stretch Marvel Champions. And invulnerability boost on Valentines. You do love us. We're gonna need to get some kind of love thing going here. I mean, this one's pretty great, but do we go with a different one? Nah, we'll just go with that one. All right. Yes. Oh, no. Okay. All right. Slap me in the face, not the knee, not the arm, not the spine, in the face. That's what you did? No, it's not. I typed one before James and them. I'm telling you, dude, there is no message there. Like, I control F'd it to see exactly all of your messages. And, like, I see that one now, but this is, like, after the fact, you know? So if you sent that one originally, it didn't go through twice. That's what I mean, you know? BG, having a bad night, and your stream always makes it a little better. Donut Cop. Sorry to hear you having a bad night, but let's get it on, dude. We need to get to work here. The grind action, it never stops, not even on Valentine's. I realize that might have sounded a little bit strange to say the grind day. Never mind. Other kind of grinding. All right. Pick up that invulnerability boost. And actually, I got to check on AQ before anything. And then we're going to hit up the romance arena. And then the tier 4 basic is on as well. So I want to do both of them things By the way, Baldy, how many potions did you roughly grind for the Abyss? Pretty close to what I actually used. I didn't have too many extras. It's pretty close to what I used on each one of the runs. Had a little bit to spare. But the thing is, like, I managed the potions knowing approximately how many I had, and then I was like I never counted on any of the runs, but like every time I went to claim them out of the inventory, after the first few times, I would check and be like, am I still good on potions? Yep. So then I would burn more if I was good, and if I wasn't good, well, then I wouldn't be burning them so quickly. Oh, you are so dead, dude. Say goodnight, Ghost Rider. So many Furies. Someone in chat, let me know who's a good counter for Cap Infinity 6.3.6 boss other than Ghost or Stark Spidey. Darn, Nick, I was gonna say I use Stark Spidey. Other than Stark Spidey and Ghost, I don't know. High crit rate champions. You're probably not gonna solo with a lot of the high crit rate champions. But you'll at least put in some good work. You know, like Hitmonkey or Mole Man or... I mean, people use Corvus for it, but they just basically like ran out of glaive charges and then just, you know, rinse and repeat kind of process. There's probably other champions that can solo other than Ghost and Stark Spidey, but those are like the two obvious ones, you know. Aegon works. Okay. Aegon. Did you hear the horrible news of the famous Italian chef? He passed away. Starting early tonight, I see. Boo. Ooh, we're getting raided. The hashtag Big Daddy raid. Well, welcome. Welcome, Raiders. All right, let me what am I doing? I mean, I got some energy to dump too, but we'll dump it a little bit later. Let's go hit that arena. Yeah, we'll do the romance arena first. Doesn't take that long. Start with this team, sure, why not? Is Dragon Man worth awakening? I'm sorry, I don't know a ton about Dragon Man to be able to tell you. Thanks, that's what people have been saying, so I'll stick to Stark Spidey and get some revives to be safe. Yeah, I mean, Stark Spidey can definitely solo it. It's not an easy fight, but you basically choose a combination of, like, you know, your heavy attack to power drain when it gets to a special 3 kind of thing. Hopefully your taunts are working. Try to stay above 50%. That's one of those situations where farming some potions beforehand can really help you, because you want to stay above 50%. And you want to go into the fight with, well, assuming your Stark Spidey's awakened. And you want to go into the fight with, like, well above 50%. This way, you know, if you're parrying and stuff like that, you're losing a bit of health. So you want to go in there with, like, you know, at least 70%. If you have enough potions, I mean, 100% of course is best, but... Followed your calf paths today, but using 4 stars for the challenge, it wasn't bad at all. Thanks for guiding the way. No problem, Red Dog. Congrats on making it through. Jay, what do you think is the best for Chapter 3 and 4 of Act 5? I just realized, hold on a sec. Never changed the big D thing. But hold on. What do you think is the best for Chapter 3 and 4 of Act 5? Like, what rank and star? Honestly, the same as Chapter 2 for the most part, which is a combination of rank 4 5-star champions and some that are a bit lower. The more rank 4 5-star champions you have, the better time you're going to have. But you can fill in the gaps with some of the stronger maxed out 4-star champions, or just rank 3 5-stars, and you still have, if you have the right champs, you'll still be on the right time. Kid Toucan sent over 5 saying, tweet please. Sure. It's a little funny there. Toucan sending over a tweet. Get it? Bird joke. boo myself. All right, dearest contest champion, who should I rank up? Any of these 4 stars or 5? Okay, level 36 at the moment. I like Stark Spidey. I like Human Torch. Gwenpool is solid as well. I mean, honestly, like, these 4 champions are pretty solid. Like, Old Man Logan, he doesn't get a lot of love from the veteran players because there's the mutant class is stacked, and you know, there's just not as much need for an Old Man Logan to a veteran player. But earlier on, like, he's actually pretty solid. That said, I still wouldn't go overboard on investing in Old Man Logan. Stark Spidey and Torch, I would say these are your, like, strongest 4 stars. I mean, you have some good ones down here too in Vision, Arcus, and Namor, but still, Stark Spidey and Torch. She-Hulk's good too for a 5-star. Dude, it's like you already knew. You linked exactly those 3 champions. That's funny. I mean, well, yeah, it also is kind of obvious, I guess, if they're at the top left of your roster. Not that it always works out that way. But yeah, man, like these 3 champions, honestly, I might even value a 4-star Torch more than a 5-star She-Hulk. The thing about She-Hulk is that she's not that easy to play. It's funny because she's not that, like, you know, she's not that hard to play either. Which now it sounds like I'm not making any sense at all, right? But the thing is, like, she's not hard to just use on, like, a basic level. Like, her abilities aren't complicated, so that makes her kind of easy to get into. But what makes She-Hulk difficult is that to maximize her damage, the different movements that you have to do in fights and stuff like that, it's you have to really be on top of your game, kind of thing, when playing her. Whereas I think Stark Spidey and Torch, those champs are probably easier to get into, and you'll, if I had to guess, I would guess you would have more success with playing those 2 champs over She-Hulk. So maybe, I don't know, maybe go with Torch first and then rank up She-Hulk later or something like that. You can go either way, but and Torch, you're mostly going to want to use Torch for the Mystic champions or champions that deal energy damage. So dang. What would be better for a newer player? When your roster isn't that diverse, you need more than just countering mystics and energy damage dealers. I'd probably still say Torch. I mean, he's still okay even outside of those situations. So yeah, I would favor those 2 first and then rank up Torch after. Hope that makes sense. I know it was a little bit confusing probably, but fun fact, true story, the high school Brian and I went to, we couldn't graduate unless we passed gym, which required dance class. This is true. We all had to learn how to grapevine to Cotton Eye Joe. This is sadly also true. I would play that song for you guys, but my channel would get strucken down, not just because of copyright rules, but because YouTube will not allow that song to be played. No, that song probably has millions of views. That song probably has more millions of views on YouTube than I'll ever have in my life. But anyway, Lobster sending over 5 of them Canadian bucks, talking about 2 toonies and a loony, saying you are the garlic butter to my lobster. Ooh, you're saying that even with Laura in the chat right above your comment. From Lobster to BG. Lobster, thank you so much. I don't know if I've ever been called garlic butter before. Laura, how come you don't call me garlic butter? You know what? Lobster, thank you very much. I finally feel appreciated as a garlic butter, and I'm gonna start a fight after the stream. If Laura's still awake, I'm gonna start a fight just because of this. Kid Toucans, send over 5 saying, BJ, I forgot to say I'm in Act 4, Chapter 2. I figured you were in Act 4. I was kind of going by that. So yeah, that advice still applies. I will say this, just as a little added piece of guidance. A lot of people like to just do a single clear of Act 4, and then they find themselves getting stuck in Act 5. I see it all the time, like literally every single day. So I would highly recommend, if you have some energy refill, or not energy refills, experience boosts. So I was trying to say, if you have some experience boosts, pop those suckers. Try to clear out Act 4 like 100% before moving on. You don't need to 100% every single story quest that you do, but Act 4 is a bit special. It'll give you time to prep for Act 5 when the difficulty like does go up, and it'll also give you mastery points, which are just the rewards in Act 4. They hold up the test of time. Every other reward starts to get a little bit outdated. Act 4 will never, because of those mastery points. So I would really recommend, you know, staying in Act 4, clearing that thing out. It's gonna be a process, but it'll just set you up for the future, man. So of course, feel free to you know, play around with it. You don't have to exclusively stay there, but I would recommend exploring as much as you can, at least. Brian, you're regular butter. Garlic butter is delicious, and you hate delicious food. You also hate lobster. Laura, you're gonna say that right in front of lobster? Oh my goodness. It's not that I hate lobster. I said I've never had lobster before. So Lobster said, "Fight me," at Laura Grant. You don't deserve it. Laura saying, "Lobster, do you even know BG? He hates seafood. I love seafood." It's true. It's true. Really, the best thing is if you guys just left me behind. I'll just bow out of this. Very allergic to seafood. Ooh, Pixie Belle. Well, that's not a problem because seafood is anyway. So. Get two cans. Sending over another buck. Thank you, dude. I don't see another message from you. There was another message. It did not go through. I only see the previous ones that I was reading. Whoa. Well, I hate diarrhea, but I still eat Taco Bell. Fair. No other context is needed. Fair. Purchased the Shattered Hearts and got all 3 stars. Kaboom hates me. It's not that they hate you. It's just that they love you not. You know what I mean? Bummer, dude. IBG, I need to rank up some of my 5-star tech champs because many of my catalysts are expiring. Here are the options. Stark Spidey, Psycho Man, Warlock, 18299, Guardian, Ghost, and Sentinel. Okay. You've got some good options. I can narrow this down. I can't tell you exactly who to pick, but I can help you narrow it down. I would say Warlock, super high on the list. Ghost, super high on the list, but only if you like playing Ghost. Actually, that's about it, man. Like, they're honestly, those two, like, Guillotine 299 and Guardian are also good champs. I mean, Sentinel's a good champ too, but like those two, in my opinion, are so much further ahead than all the other tech champs that I would just decide between those two. Easy. Sent over $1.50 with a salt shaker saying, "Brian, I have Sim Supreme and Source Supreme as rank 4 5-star and rank 1 6-star. Should I take one or both of them up for the champion fight? Also have 565 Doom." That's a tough call, dude, because I didn't have Doom when I was doing that fight. Actually, Doom wasn't out when I was doing that fight. Neither was Sorcerer Supreme. Sorcerer Supreme might have been in the game by the time I was still finishing it up. I don't know. But I just did it with Sim Supreme, you know? Sim and Sorcerer have a nice synergy together. But Doom... I mean, Doom is Doom. Man. This is tough. This is tough. Here's my thought process right now. My thought process is this. Having one of those other champs ranked up is probably good, not just for the champion, but you probably don't need like all three of those champs. I would maybe just invest in Sorcerer Supreme, since that's your 6-star, and if you can take her to rank 2 just for like the future kind of thing, and just say for your 5 stars Doom is, you know, good enough. Maybe approach it that way. So yeah, I would maybe just take up Sorcerer. This is rough though, because I use Sim Supreme every single time, and Sim Supreme is so good for that fight. But I think those other champs are too. It's like I said, I just didn't have them. So that's what I'd be leaning towards. But here's what I'd really do if I were in your shoes and I was trying to make this decision myself. I would watch videos. I'd watch videos. Like, there's videos of all three of those champions versus the champion. And I would try to get a feel for like how difficult it is for each one of those champs to take them down. They've all one-shot the champ before, but how does it actually look, you know? And I would kind of base my decisions off of that. But yeah, without actually seeing the videos, I do lean more towards like ranking up a 6-star. Kid Toucans, by the way, I just checked again to see if there was another message from you. Still don't see another message, so I don't know what happened. I only see the super chat ones from you, so I don't know if there was another message you want me to read, but if there was, it is definitely not here. But yeah, EZ, thank you for the $1.50, dude. Good luck to you, man. Good luck to you. Dang, dude, now that you bring it up, I kind of want to take my Sorcerer Supreme and fight the champion. I might do that just for a bit of fun. It's already been done before, but I mean, I don't know. Everything's been done before. Might as well get a feel for it myself, and make a video anyway, just kind of sharing my experience. Just for the hell of it. So I might do that just because I want to do that fight. Not right now, but you know. PG just finished Act 6.4 and I pulled 6-star Howard the Duck, and my second dupe of Storm. I only have 15 6-stars. Oof. Second dupe of Storm. We're talking OG Storm, I'm guessing. Ugh. That's a bummer. Hopefully she gets buffed one day. I really hope Storm gets buffed. She's still, in my opinion, one of the cooler characters, and it's a shame that neither Storm is like super useful. You know, Storm Pyramid X, of course, is an improvement, but it's nothing too crazy. Cam did say that OG Storm with the Apocalypse synergy is kind of nutty. He said something along the lines of like potentially highest DPS in the game, or in the right situation or something like that. I don't know. So I don't know if you have an Apocalypse that you could try that out with just for a bit of fun, just to make it a little bit less painful. But other than that, rip. The Duck don't help either. But the Duck is probably going to get buffed at some point. Storm, I'm not so sure, since they have 2 of them. Do it and stream it? I don't know if I'd stream it. Just because, like, I wouldn't mind doing the fight live at all. That's the only time I've done that fight is live. But the like leading up to the champion, I like, I don't know. I don't really have any reason to stream that part, you know? It feels like wasted video. Like, you know, it'd be maybe be fun for people like during the stream, but for someone who just wants to see like how Sorcerer Supreme handles that fight, it'd be much better if they just had that little video of it, you know? So I would probably just make a video out of it. But with voiceover and all that, of course. Cam loves Taskmaster, so I take his word with a grain of salt. True. Ryan, OG Storm with Apocalypse is nuts. I used the rank 1 5-star unduped OG Storm and beat Realm of Legends Cap Marvel in 138 hits. Dang, with a rank 5 1-star, 138 hits? That is crazy. That is actually crazy. Love his analysis, though, don't get me wrong. I do love Cam's analysis, too. I don't always agree with it, but I appreciate the efforts. It's still good to look at. Even if I think certain things are, like I said, I disagree with, I could still... It's almost like asking someone to draw a square. And they just draw like maybe not a straight line completely, but you could in your brain be like, oh, okay, you know, if I just tilt this line, then it's a perfect square kind of thing. I don't know if that made sense. Watching Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls, Baldikins, Pixie Belle. I like those movies. That's the second one? Wait, is it? Yeah, I think that's the second one, right? I think I like the first one more than I like the second one. But they both have their moments. APOC is like makeup. He makes everyone look better. Never heard that before, but yeah, I guess so. BG, should I 100% 7.1 or do Abyss completion? I have the champs for both, except Electro Cute. No, Electro Luke and Gwemperian. Hold on. Abyss completion. Have the champs for both. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I thought you were talking about champs that you have. I'm like, dude, how could you get Electro Luke and Gwemperian? Tell me your secrets. I want those champions. Hold on. I currently have 1.5k units, but can grind for more. Grind for more. If you don't have the champions for Electro Luke and Gwemperian, but you do have the champions for the Abyss, well, then you might as well do the Abyss. And then just wait until you pull the champs to do Electro Luke and Gwemperian. I'm surprised, though, because those champions... I mean, Gwemperian in particular didn't seem like it required too specific of a counter. Electro Luke did feel a little bit more specialized. But there have been kind of more counters available in game to counter, what's it called? Like Thorn style damage. So that's a little strange. Stream it, then trim it. Yeah, it doesn't always work out so well, though. I gotta think about it for like everyone's perspective, and like I probably shouldn't have opened that 6-star crystal at the end of the stream earlier today. I just wanted to open it, so I don't really care too much. But as for like a like actually trying to deliver entertaining content that people want to watch, it probably would have been better to not open it at the end of a 2.5-hour stream, you know. Now I have this dilemma of like, if I upload that on its own, don't know if people care to watch it. Feel like I'm spamming the channel kind of thing. I don't know. It's weird. You goofball, or your goofball brain functions gave me an idea, Baldy. 1-star Colossus is pre-buffed Colossus. Yes, this is correct. Where are you going with this? I'm going to go in Act 3 with a Horseman Old Kit Colossus and see how it feels for science. Interesting. Okay. Good luck with that. EG, have 4-star Dragon Man and Venom the Duck, both rank 1. Who should I rank up to rank 5? Have a rank 5 max Storm Pyramid X. Between those two, it's a bit of a tough call because we're talking 4 stars here. I think Dragon Man is ultimately the better champion, but if you're able to utilize the regen from Venom the Duck, you could technically go further cheaper with that regen. But that's only if you're like pretty comfortable playing him to manage his buffs the right way. Like I'm probably just gonna say Dragon Man, just because like I said, I do think he's overall the better champ. But it's tough because if I was starting up a secondary account or something like that, if I, you know, the next time I do a 1 a week challenge, I feel like I can maybe push further with Venom the Duck. But again, that's with a bunch of experience, so I'll probably just say Dragon Man. I legit ranked and sigged up Namor for Electro Luke and then end up quaking him. Rip. I mean, hey, at least Namor is a good champ to have for the long run, at least, so. It's a nice treat at the end of a stream to have an impromptu crystal opening, though. That is true. That is very true. Brian 999 Aegon is something I've never experienced before. Well, before today, that is. I feel unholy with this amount of power. MSD, it's pretty ridiculous, right? I still really want to try Aegon in the incursions. I actually want to, like, that is the reason why I want to rank up my 6-star Aegon, is strictly for the incursions. I want to like, here's what I want to do. I want to start an incursion run with just 3 random champions. And then if I see a node that I can build Aegon up on, like an aggression regen or something like that, swap Aegon in. And then like in the next rooms, just keep swapping out the rest of my team. And until I see a good like first room with that node, I want to just like, boom, just, okay, didn't get the aggression regen or whatever I would need. Let's start another one. Start another, you know what I mean? I think there's a few different nodes you could technically get that you'd be able to build up indefinitely on. I don't know how like power shield would work. Eventually, would you like reduce? Oh god, really? Synthesis, you butthead. Anyway, there's probably a few different nodes that you could look for, and then build Aegon up to 999 in the first room, and then just kind of go berserk from there. Get some buff cornucopia rolling and go to town. 1, you won't be spamming the channel. 2, people will definitely watch a stream highlight every now and then, especially a crystal opening. 3, that's the perfect opportunity to say that sometimes. Hold on. To say that sometimes you do that stuff live and people should tune in. If you don't want to edit that stuff, more power to you. But if it's really those reasons you're unsure, there's no need to be. Alright, well first I will say you're probably right that stream highlights, especially of openings, I think are fine for the most part. And I have done it a bunch. But it's important to think about that stuff when you're making videos. You have to, I mean, you have to think about that stuff. You just do. Like if you upload something that people don't want to watch and people don't click on it, like it makes YouTube less likely to recommend like other videos and stuff like that. So I mean, it's a very fair system. You make content that people want to click on regularly, and then YouTube will recommend your videos. You know, it's pretty simple like that. But the complicated part is trying to figure out the balance of, like, you know, finding interesting, not spamming the channel. I already spam the channel because I stream Arena every night. So yeah, I don't think that's actually good for growing a YouTube channel. I don't care that much about it, so it's fine. There's plenty of people around. That's all I actually care about. But little things like that of, should I just hold this crystal until I get a few of them or something like that? I don't know. I never started hoarding crystals to make videos, by the way, just to be clear. That's just something I did on my own. But then it turned out that people liked it. But I hoard in absolutely every game I play. If that hasn't if that hasn't been obvious by the way I approach, like, just managing resources, I've been doing this for a while. But still, it's like, it's okay. Let me put it this way. So you know how I did the I in the last 5-star opening I did, I put like the profile pictures on screen and stuff. Now people love that. Turns out people really missed it. I mean, you know, I always figured people liked it, and that's why I did it. But when I didn't do it for a while, people really missed it. Well, I'm not going to put those pictures on screen for literally one crystal that I popped open, you know? So, like, would it be more enjoyable for people to watch if I just saved a few and then did that again? You know what I mean? It's all not that interesting, I guess. But they're these little things that you think about when you're uploading videos. That's all. I run Aegon every incursion with Fury and DPX synergy, and I poop on it. Ubersoul, like, what for your combos and stuff? What? Let's say by room 10, what combo are you usually at with Aegon? PG, my first 6-star I opened a few days ago was Ghost. Dude, you got Ghost for your first 6-star? Congratulations. What a first 6-star to get. Dang. Yeah, that is awesome. BG, did you take the stream down from today? It's not there. No. No, it should still be there. I'm like double checking to see. No, it's still there. Cav monthly. Wouldn't it be worse to upload less than? Genuinely curious. I've never been on the other side of YouTube. Personally, I love seeing a vid like that. I worked today, so I had no idea open a 6-star. Oh god, I thought I killed this guy. Well, it's... generally, it's better to upload than not to upload. Yes. But there is also a point where it's like too much. Like, you notice a lot of these channels, a lot of the bigger channels, what they do is they literally just have a second channel, and they just, like, whatever the title of their first channel is, and then they just put clips at the end of it for their second channel. Everyone from people playing video games to tech channels to music channels to whatever, like, they, you know, they all have these different little clip. I mean, if they do live streams, that is. If they don't do live streams, then yeah, there's no reason for it. But the people who do live streams, because otherwise, like, half of the people, like, let's say somebody watched like the full stream of something, and then they see a notification pop up that, you know, there's been a clip added or whatever. They'll be like, oh, I already watched that, so I don't have to watch it again. And then what that tells YouTube is, okay, this person's not interested in that content, so we'll recommend the channel less, kind of thing. I also think it just makes sense for like from like a viewer standpoint too. I like when channels have like a separate channel for stuff like that. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to stream on Twitch, because then I knew like, okay, if I streamed on Twitch, then I could more easily just take a clip from there, put it on YouTube, and it wouldn't be like overloading the channel. So we're getting contest champion clips? No. I probably should have done that a long time ago, but no. Torrance, N05. Torrance, thank you, dude, saying, hey, BG, got any thoughts on Tigra? Just pulled her today as a 6-star. Ooh. I think she's really powerful, but one of the highest skill required champions to play. But we've seen Tigris take down like thing bosses. Her damage is, at a glance, doesn't seem that strong, but if you play her the right way, her damage is pretty good. And the fact that she can just kind of duck underneath projectiles, they just pass right through her if you're like crouching by holding the heavy attack. The same way that you'd like phase a hit with Ghost. Well, not exactly the same way, but you know, they do go through you like that. So yeah, in the right hands, like those things combined, like Tigra, and I'm just giving you the short rundown because I don't play Tigra, I don't have a Tigra, but this is what I've seen other people do with Tigra. So yeah, she's really powerful, but only if you're willing to take the time to like learn, like you got to learn like spacing of champions. You might have to because you have to do more heavy attacks with Tigra, so you have to learn spacing versus different champs. When like maybe when they throw a heavy attack, you might have to throw a light attack and then a heavy, or same thing off of specials. You know how like you can dash in mid animation for certain champs? If you've ever seen it, where like Void's throwing a special one, and you can kind of like dash in at him while he's winding up and neither of you are hitting one another, kind of thing. Or you could do it with you could do it with a few champs, but yeah, you might have to do things like that. I don't know all the fine details of it, but I do know that she looks like the type of champ that you have to put the time in with. So I kind of want to get her and then put in that time just because it looks fun. But at the same time, I kind of know myself, and I know that I probably would not put the time in. So I'm like torn when it comes to a champ like Tigra. Because it's just so much easier just to play the champs that we're already comfortable with, right? But she's one of the few exceptions, I would say, where like getting out of your comfort zone, totally worth it. Whereas someone like Taskmaster, it doesn't, dude, I mean, no, it's never going to be worth it in my opinion. As much as some people will say it's worth it. For me at least, But yeah, it's my outside perspective thoughts on Tigra, at least. Wait, we're still over 300. If I happen to see Mr. Sinister, I had it like 600 room 1. Oh, dang, dude. Interesting. Okay. I'll check her out. She's going to defense. Okay, yeah. Stream from earlier is not up for me. That's weird because I definitely still see it on, like, I have another channel that I actually subscribe to everybody on, including, you know, my own channel here, and like I went to that subscription feed and I see it there. So I don't know why it's not showing for some people. Did you have a thought? Couldn't Aegon be amazing in the incursions because his combo would carry over? Feel that Morningstar, Aegon, and Magneto would be amazing. Well, some people. That's kind of what we were just talking about. Aegon and the incursions. Some people have used Aegon in the incursions. They used him even back when, like, pre-incursions in the dungeons. Oh, whoops! I did not mean to throw a special there. That's what happens when you play with one thumb sometimes. He can be good. It's just a matter of getting him built up, because you want to get him like fully built up if possible. But I do think it's possible, and I do think it'd be worth it. Like one of the most difficult things about high level incursions is just the sheer damage that the opponents have. Like if you take blocked hits or even parries in rooms like 15 and beyond, like, dude, it chunks you down. So with Aegon, if you can just go unblockable and, you know, just get those hits in without ever having to worry about blocking, like that alone is super strong. The buffs that you're constantly gaining with like his Furies, if you have buff cornucopia, that could be a huge deal. The fact that you can shrug anything off, prevent, evade, like he's got a lot going for him. I'm in room 10, but yeah, I definitely focus stuff a lot differently than you guys when running incursions. Also considering I run suicides, those prowess buffs you guys love, I just skip over. Yeah. Those prowess buffs are pretty insane. They could be insane for Aegon too, though. Because your damage is, like, your health is still capped at 5% loss when you do the heavy charge, no matter how much attack the opponents have. So imagine doing the heavy charge thing with prowess and getting just a monstrous special too. Like, that'd be really fun, actually. I've worked 28 of the last 48 hours. Pete, my goodness. Also, happy birthday. Thank you very much, Pete, even though it's not my birthday. My internets were having issues after your stream today, like little hiccups, disconnects for 15 to 30 seconds. Infuriating. Abby Doe, welcome to my life, dude. Yeah, man, it's super frustrating, right? It's frustrating when you're just alone and you have internet issues and you're like, ah, man, why won't things work? But then, like, when you're in the middle of something, when you're in the middle of a stream, especially if it's more than just an arena stream, it sucks even during an arena stream. But like, my internet was going out during my Legends run. I was having, luckily the connection sort of held up, but the issues were starting when I was doing the Unzo streams. I was really hoping I was gonna have a steady stream for like my final Abyss path. I'd have been so sad, man. If I'm like, all right, everybody, I'm gonna pop open all the best rewards now in the entire game. Crash. That'd have been super sad. It happened during the celebrity challenge to me. There was like 3 fights left and my internet died. I've mastered 5-hit combo and parry, half mastered intercepting. Any tips for Dex? It's so difficult for me to Dex. It's just practice. Dexing's tough because every champion is different. Like, I mean, you know, when you're Dexing, you know, there's slight differences between like the size of your champion and how far they dash back, but those are kind of minor. But the fact that there's over 150 champs in the game that you're fighting against, and you have to know how their special animations work, it just takes time, and there's always going to be champions that you kind of forget how to evade their special, and you need to kind of like refamiliarize yourself with it. The later you get in this game, once you do have the basics down, sometimes it could be good to like duel People will just duel a champion, going into like a difficult war matchup or something like that. There's also videos online that you can just do like a quick lookup. Like they're put out by the official MCOC channel. I don't know if they do it for every single champion, but they do it for most at least. Where they just put out just as like a special ability showcase, and you could just like watch a clip of that to be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's how they do those specials. Okay, I can kind of visualize how to evade it, but it's a lot of just practice. The arena, believe it or not, helps out with a lot of that stuff because you're just seeing a ton of random champions and it's kind of low pressure to evade these specials. Boy, Ryan, what's a SEAL's favorite subject in school? Art. Jesus, Tom, really? Art. Okay. Boo. With power buffs and stuff, I'm doing like 20k hits by room 10 anyways. Who needs specials when everything is dead in 15 to 20 hits? I mean, that's true, but going like really doing extra pushes and stuff like that, you know? I don't know. That stuff adds up a lot, especially for a character that doesn't have any prowess. Someone like Aegon, like that's... Dude, you give Aegon, what is it? Is it 60% prowess or 20%? I don't know what it is, but then there's like the prowess increases. Yeah, you could literally just be like tripling his normal damage, which is already insane. If you do the heavy attack thing, we're talking about, you know, probably like a 200,000 hit special 2 or something. It can get nutty quick, prowess. Just wanted to stream to the nice girls and boys of the MCOC community. Now I don't even want to try again later, although things seem clear at the moment. Super demotivating. I hear that, dude. I hear that. Did I have to do arena this month? I need that Krakoa flower profile pic. Pete, it's not too bad, dude. It's really not too bad. I mean, I just did. What you do is you just go in the romance arena. I mean, I got all the milestones here in 18 rounds. But what you do is like you get points for the solo event just by picking the match with the gold border. You know, so just pop in this arena. You could, if you really don't care about anything other than the points for it, you could probably even just like quit out of the fights and then just fight. I think it's Deadpool that gives bonus points, right? I mean, I recommend just zoning out, turning on a TV show, grinding it out, you know what I mean? But how to get points. When to fight an arena against a romance synergy. Oh, it's the romance synergy champion. Oh, whoops. How many points do you need? It's not that bad, Pete. You could do it. You got this. You'll get the points will add up pretty quickly. EG, you're a total muffin head. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna assume it's a compliment and say thank you. All right, I need to do an energy dump. Let's go here. Let's swap this team a little bit. Kind of like gaining that bar of power at the start of the fight. Don't know if I need both of these synergies though. Do I? Screw it. We'll take both. We'll go with this team. This is the team. 4 days, Magoo. Tom. Don't do it. Spend the second half of the stream doing some more event quests since you know the milestones already. Well, I got to get the 4-star basic arena done too, but I do want to do an energy dump first before going back to it. We got any items on this map? Don't believe so. Nope. All right. A's done, B's done, C's done, D not done. That's where we're going. Pixie Belle sending over a buck with the face. That probably didn't look as good as the emoji, but let me see. I only go on Abby Doe's stream to see Zoe. Well, that's why everyone goes. So that makes total sense. Zoe's a pretty good pup. I pet Zoe once. You know that? I've never been to Abdo's place, but one time Abdo and I went to a barbecue together, and he brought Zoe. So, in your face, all of you. Alright, BG, I'm headed to bed. This virus is kicking my butt. Ah, donut cop, man. Yeah, I hope you feel better, dude. I hope you feel better real soon, dude. Who's the worst good mystic, BG? The worst good mystic? I mean, I could tell you the worst one is probably like Iron Fist or something. But he's not a good one. Who's the worst good mystic? Tigra. No, I don't know. Worst good mystic. This dude's about to get lit up. After he throws his special. Please throw your special. Please throw your special. Please. For the love of God. Thank you. I don't know. How do you even answer a question like that? I guess by going to Aunt May. After I take out this hype. Let's go take a look at the mystics. You know what? Actually, I know my answer. It's Voodoo. Voodoo's good, but I hate him. So that's my answer. Actually, Dormammu, maybe? He's good, too, but he's like... I'm gonna say Dormammu. That was both hurtful and adorable all at the same time. You block a player in an incursion party, how long does the block remain? Hashtag accident. If you block them? I think you can unblock people. If it was an accident, you just unblock them. Sassy boy? No. Don't you dare say that about Sassy boy. He's not the worst. How dare you? Rotate it. Special wanted. The armor breaks for Sorcerer Supreme are pretty strong. I want to say they're 2,000 armor apiece. Now that I say that, I don't know if that's true. Let me look it up. Ooh, even more than that. 2150. Maybe it's 2150 because it's a 6-star. Maybe it was 2,000 on the 5-star. Dude, now, oh man, now I gotta look that up. Going back to Aunt May real quick. But that's a lot of armor when you think about it, man. That's a pretty hefty amount of armor reduction. Let me see here. Oh no, 5-star is 2100. Huh. About like rank 3. 2000. That's what it is. During the CCP, the old way it worked, we would get 5-star rank 3 champions since it was on like our live accounts and not on a beta server. I knew I remembered 2000 from something. Expedition BBQ and over 5. Thank you, dude. Saying BG sent you a double tweet. Want to pick my next rank up? I'm stuck on 6.2.4. We could take a quick peek. We got 2, eh? 6.2.4. You don't need anyone too specific for 6.2.4. You already got double ghost. Yeah, you already have champs for 6.2.4. Honestly, doing a rank up, I don't know how much is going to help for that content. Hyperion can be good for it, so can Colossus, but again, I mean, you already have so many good champs. Where else are you at in the game? Have you done the variants? I mean, I like Colossus and Hyperion. But you also had a bunch of 6-star champions here. I noticed you only have 2 mystics ranked up. You maybe use another mystic, so maybe someone like Sorcerer Supreme. Those are the 3 that stand out to me. Sorcerer Supreme, Hype, and Colossus. I mean, there's all the champs that I play. But yeah, where are you at in the game currently? I've done 0 variants. Okay. Dude, get out of Act 6 immediately. Get into the variants is what I'd recommend. You already have a bunch of strong villains for variant 6. I would start there. And then after that, I would probably take it over to variant 5. And yeah, ranking up a Mystic champ for variant 5 could be a good move. So I'd probably do that and try to clear out both variant 5 and variant 6. I would do that. Act 6 content, it's not as immediately rewarding. The rewards when you like 100% clear it all is good, and of course, what's it called? Of course, when you beat the Grandmaster and all that, you can you know, potentially get Thronebreaker and everything if you have a rank 3 6-star, but you get just really good rewards from the variants. And it's not as long. Like Act 6 is really long, you know. The variants, each quest, it's like 5 or 6 fights or something like that to take a path. So I would do that. The people have spoken, Brian. What do the people say? I missed it. I'm gonna double special this guy. Oh, maybe I should have hit him with a slow. Actually, get rid of that unstoppable. Ah, crap. I didn't want to see a special 3. Fight was over. Alright, James sent it over, Buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, what would you do if Kabam didn't fix the tier 2 alpha problem and made it so you need tier 2 alpha to rank 4 or 6-star? I don't know. Rank up fewer champs, I guess. There's only so much tier 2 alpha you could actually get in the game. But, I mean, that's not really what the game's gonna be, since it's not gonna take tier 2 alpha to rank 4 6-star champs. Yeah, it would just be that. I would probably never touch a 5-star champion ever again for rank up, which I already try my best not to do. And you can only use what you're given, so. No, BG won't let me have it back. You only get one chance from the B-man. Wait, what? What you talking about? Think what? Wait, are you talking about the wrench? I just realized this is, yeah, I mean, this is the, I'm getting a deja vu moment because this is the path I did. Coincidentally, this is the path I did earlier on Cavalier. And the fights go down so much faster and uncollected. Really puts things in perspective. Patrick, 87x. And over a few euros. Oh, wait, justice for Bean thing? Oh, is that what Hunter was saying? The people have spoken? Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting about that. Dude, there's a lot going on right now. I'm sorry, man. The emojis. I need to do that still, but I'm trying to get other things sorted out. I'm kind of on a time crunch for some of this stuff. You'll see what I mean in the next few weeks probably. But all right, Patrick. Hi, Mr. Free to Play. Thanks for your content. I'm watching at work, so it's less boring to do meaningless things for money. You think the Alliance War rewards could be updated? They're already updated. No, I think they could be updated too, though. Like, all right, here's the problem with Alliance War rewards, though. I hope you're ready for a tangent, dude. Hold on. Let me just hit this guy with an L3 real quick. Wait, let me read the rest of your message too first. You think the Alliance War rewards could be updated? You think a 6-star rank 3 Falcon is underrated in Alliance War? People are starting to use Falcon more in Alliance War. I think the thing with Falcon is his damage output. It's not that it's bad, but it does feel a little bit lower than some of the like most commonly used champs. So I think when more people can get him to rank 3, which just takes time because, you know, catalyst. But once more people do get him to rank 3 that have that additional attack and additional damage, I think we'll see him more. So I think it's just a matter of time with Falcon more than anything. And until people get that rank up, they're just going to feel more comfortable with other champs. As far as the Alliance War rewards go, they could be updated. They don't feel amazing today for as much work that goes into Alliance War. I'd say like the Alliance quest rewards are probably better like relative to the effort that goes into it, you know? But the problem with increasing the war rewards is we've kind of been down that road before in this game, where when the Alliance War seasons first came out, the season rewards were they were the best. They were by far the best. And everyone wanted to play war because of it. And a lot of people got burnt out of the game because of it. Alliance War is, you know, it's the game mode that really hurts when you die. You know, every other mode you die and you're like, oh, okay, whatever. I'll pop a revive and go back in. It sucks. You're pissed off for a minute because you have to use those resources. But with like you know, in Alliance War, and if you die, you could just like feel like you're just letting your whole team down. Feel like why am I even playing this game? You know, you go through all the emotions with Alliance War, and a lot of people just don't even want to play war. So they end up just burning out on the game entirely. And whoops, I meant to look at the season rewards. My bad. And if the rewards were better, yeah, I feel like it could just lead to that burnout again. That said, I think there's room for improvements in a different type of way. If Kabam lowers the barrier of entry without increasing the rewards, it would get more people involved in war, and it would also like just make things cost less, you know what I mean? Because that's what it's really about. Like if because like looking at these rewards here, like forget about masters even. Let's say like gold 1. Gold 1, like these rewards, that's still pretty good. When you think about getting it over like a 6-week period of time, it starts to feel maybe not as good, but it still feels good in the moment when you get to claim those rewards. You know, it's still impactful. So if maybe it just didn't cost as much, like time wise and unit wise and stuff like that to play war, then in a way that kind of buffs the rewards, if you know what I mean, just like the balance of it all. So I think there's room for that, and they kind of did that this season by removing the links. That was a pretty good step in that direction, I would say. As far as the rewards themselves, it's hard to look at all the brackets, but because I land in, because before Loki usually lands in Masters, the part that really sucks for us is the lack of tier 2 alpha. You know, there's still people, literally, even this past season, people were like, dang, I kind of wish we got Plat 1 instead of Masters. Just for the tier 2 alpha. Like it's that big of a deal, but I do think the master rewards are better. Just because of the 6-star shards. But otherwise, like, man, I'd rather have those tier 2 alpha also. Anyway. It's really an 8-week period too. Yeah. Yeah, for some reason, wait. No? It's 6 weeks. 4 weeks of 3 wars, which is 12 wars, and then 2-week downtime, 6 week. You really threw me off with that one. I was like, wait a minute. Right, Royal, I'm so sorry, dude. I got stuck on a tangent. I saw your super chat come through, but I was already stuck on that tangent, and I wasn't. There's no ending it once it starts, you know. But Royal, thank you very much for the 214, dude, saying last and for fun, because you know the date. Ooh, what is this? Hey, Bri Guy, happy cheaper chocolate day. Oh, dude. Hell yeah, man. Doing it right, getting candy on day after holidays. Hell yeah. The day after Halloween's the best. 75% off. In heaven. All right, anyway, hold on. Hope you had a good one today. The gift my significant other got me was apparently never sent. But hey, I had a good time with them anyways. Don't worry, Brian. I still love you. Royal. With all my heart. Right back at you, dude. But yeah, man. Wait, hold on a sec. If my SO got me, it was apparently never sent. Like, there's actually a gift coming, though, or just like, oh, yeah, Valentines. It was one of those. Either way, dude. Happy cheaper chocolate day. Easy, send over $1.50 with the hot dog. Then Brian, do you think any of the Deadpool skins will ever get buffed? Yes. Yes, I do. There's 5 reasons that immediately come to mind as to why you'd want to buff Deadpool. Right now, you're probably thinking like, oh God, 5 reasons? Really? Why did I ask this question? This is going to take forever. It's not going to take forever. It's real simple. First reason, M. Second reason, O. N-E-Y. Money. I think, I mean, in all seriousness, people just want like a good Deadpool. Deadpool's an extremely popular character, right? So I'm not saying money would be the only reason to do it, but I'm saying it would help them to make more money. So yeah, because I mean, Deadpool and the Deadpools, they're not exactly paywalled. The red Deadpool is. The others aren't, but they sort of are. Like it's really hard to get them without spending, kind of thing, right? So if they just made those champions better, they would sell better, and I think people would be happier. So it's like a win-win, you know. I'm not even trying to say like, damn Kabam, always trying to get everyone's money. I'm just saying it's a win-win, and I feel like it'd be a lose-lose if Kabam didn't buff those champs, because they wouldn't get to cash in on it, and they wouldn't get to and players wouldn't be happy with their unbuffed versions of Deadpool. Like, as more champions get buffed up, the weaker the Deadpools get relative to the buffed up champs, you know? MC Yeezus and over Buck saying, hey man, that video editing software, or what video editing software do you use for videos? DaVinci Resolve. To be honest, it's kind of a steep learning curve. You probably don't need it for editing a simple MCOC video. Actually, it's not a probably, it's a definite. There's other softwares you could use, but DaVinci Resolve is free. Or there's a free version of it at least. And you can I mean, all like everything that you would actually need to make a MCOC video, it comes in that free version. So you could use that, or you can go with a different one that might be a little bit less overwhelming to use. But yeah. I feel like DaVinci Resolve is kind of like one of the higher end editing softwares. It's not as popular yet as like Premiere. Premiere is probably like the most popular for editing like YouTube videos and stuff. It also costs more in the long run. Like DaVinci Resolve, there is a free version, like I said. But then there's also like a fully featured paid version, which costs $300, but it's a one-time payment of $300 compared to Premiere, which is like, I don't know, $20 a month or something like that. For life, you have to keep paying that, otherwise you can't use it, you know. EG, no more MCOC for me. Curse. That's a bummer to hear. Game's gonna kind of stale, and I'm focusing on this filmmaking course. Okay, I mean, actually, that's less of a bummer. Focusing on doing something cool, it sounds like. Gotta make my dream work. I'll still be here sometimes, but thanks for the years of entertainment, friend. Well, Kurz, good luck to you, man. I hope you make some kick-ass films, dude. That is awesome, man. The nice thing about MCOC is I feel like it's one of those games where you could take a break from it and focus on other things. And hey, if you never come back and you end up just spending your time doing other things, that's cool. And if for some reason you do want to come back to the game, like, that's cool too, you know? You kind of have that that option. But for now, I hope you kick some ass in that filmmaking course. And you make some really cool stuff. Usually over 2 million of battle chips you got. You don't spend them at all? I spend 10,000 every single night opening up an uncollected arena crystal. Aside from that, I'm just saving them. There's a new arena crystal that's going to come out at some time. Kabam already announced it, a Thronebreaker arena crystal. They never announced when, but whenever it comes out, that's when I'm going to pop open all the battle chips that I have. Hey, bald buddy, a girl asked me, how do I look? I said with your eyes. Also, happy birthday. Also, boo. Also, are the bald caps still on sale? Nope. I'm afraid that ended Yet like midnight yesterday was the 22% off code. It's no longer good. But I mean, even without the sale, like it's an extreme value, and the sales do come back. You know, if you want to wait a little bit, get yourself 15% off at least. That code will be back soon enough. What's the discount code? Need to use it. Got my order in the basket. Oh, already got the order in the basket. Wow, dude. All right. You know what? I feel kind of bad because, all right. The normal offer code is banana15 to save 15%. I'm going to have to give you my own personal code, though. It's, manthing15. I'm going to have to change it now after tonight because people are going to use that all the time, of course. But yeah, if you just use manthing15, not only are you going to save 15%, but you also get the Man-Thing accessory to make you look like a swamp person, which is pretty badass. That's like a $40 value right there in itself. Did you hear about the Scooby-Doo villain that became an Olympic swimmer? He would have won, too, if it wasn't for all the meddling swimmers. Hop in the pool and take a lap. Boo. BG, Sparky cutoff 6. 100,000. Sorry, it took a little while to get that out. Just use Man-Thing 50 and it worked? Wow. No, dude, 15. Oh, crap. He's found the secret code to save 50% off. That's too much savings. They're going to say red, white, gold, and plat. Crap, that's only 4. For the Deadpools? Is that what you're talking about? There's even more Deadpools than that. If you count Venom Pool, because that guy needs a buff too. Probably doesn't count though, huh? BG, should I rank 2 my 6-star Mole Man or rank 5 my Hyperion or AA? Oh boy. What are you looking for? Because those champs are wildly different. When it comes to rank 2ing a 6-star champion or taking 5 stars to rank 5, you really shouldn't just be throwing out random champs. You should try to look at the content that you need to, you know, that you want to take out next, and figure out like which champ's going to benefit you most in that content. For lower level rank ups, it doesn't really matter. You just rank up whoever, but you know, do you need to do one of the variants where certain champions work and certain champs don't? Or are you going through story content and, you know, think about the paths that you're taking, the bosses that you're going to go up against? I don't know what your roster looks like today, so I don't know what you need between those. Between your roster and where you're currently at and stuff. BG, does it scare you or excite you that at this point, if you came out with your own bald cap, that your fans would actually buy it? What do you mean? I do have my own bald cap. What do you think we've been talking about this whole time? I'm wearing it, too, so... And of course, tons of people wear it, and it makes me very happy that tons of people wear it, because everyone's styling. So, yeah. Man-Thing 1000, you get money? Alright, you know what? I just sent a text message to my IT guy. He's gonna remove that code right now. It's being abused. BG, if you complete 100% on Love Side event, all difficulties, is it enough to get all milestones for gifting? I haven't looked at the milestones for gifting, so I don't know. I'm sorry. I haven't participated in the gifting just yet. Hopefully, people in my alliance... Hopefully there's other people that are lazy like me and are just waiting till the end of the event, till after they collect everything. Because, yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Hey BG, my parents were mad at me because I have no sense of direction, so I packed up my things and... Right. No. That gets the crickets. Trying to become Cav or do some variants. Were you the person that was asking with those 3 champs? Yeah, with Mole Man, Hype, and AA. Well, for going to Cav, I would say probably Hype. For me, would be the best option. Some people would pick Mole Man. Archangel for Cav is not going to be good. But for the variants, Mole Man's a villain, right? I don't know if you already have other villains ranked up, but Mole Man being a villain could potentially be your ticket to doing variant 6. Yeah, he is a villain. He's also XL. Could be good for variant 2. Yeah, again, I don't know the rest of your roster, so I'd probably go with one of those 2 champs, though. Archangel's a powerful champion, but until you have more champs ranked up, there's a lot of champs that can block him just entirely. And especially when going to Cav, there's a lot of robots that Archangel is just going to be totally useless for. And the fights that he's not useless for, because there are some, you know, obviously there's fights that he excels at. In 6.1, you don't need a rank 5 Archangel. Rank 4 will do just fine. You know? GG in chat. Question: why does Corvus sometimes get 30 charges? Can't find his abilities, so I'm confused. It's when you get the Avenger's charge, and then you fight another Avenger. Only the Avenger one, though. BG, what is Manthong cutoffs? Oh god, you know what? That's a question that you do not want to type into Google. I'll tell you that much. Manthong cutoffs. And that's where I get all my info. So I do not know. And I don't really want to know. 4-star Domino and 4-star Professor X. Who's better for Act 5? Act 5. I'd probably say Domino. I think Professor X overall is the better champion, but I also think Domino is the more straightforward champion to play. And when you're in Act 5, it's probably going to benefit you more just to play a straightforward champion. So I would probably recommend Domino between the two. We think about making Psycho's shocks refresh when you change stances. If they stacked up to 15 or so instead of 6, he'd have some really solid damage when you don't use his utility. No, I don't think that's what the problem with Psycho Man is. Here's the thing about Psycho Man. His shock damage is actually going to be kind of crazy. Let me show you guys some quick Psycho Man math. The problem is like the rest of his kit, but the shocks, believe it or not, they're going to be fine when he gets this other synergy. Hold on, before we break out the maths, Cade Straits, send it over Buck. Thank you, dude. Saying ABG, Mole Man, or Nick Fury to rank up for Thronebreaker, both unduped. Both unduped, you say, huh? I was gonna say Fury all the way until you said both unduped. Oh, man. I haven't really played with the new Mole Man. Like, Mole Man is probably better. An unawakened Mole Man will probably do more work than an unawakened Fury will. But actually, no. I would just go Mole Man. Straight up, I would just go Mole Man. I was gonna say, like, what about the future if you get that Fury awaken and stuff like that? But it's 6 stars. It's so hard to awaken 6 stars. And by the time you do get Fury awakened, you can just get another catalyst. You know, at some point down the line. Like, it's not the end of the world to rank up a different champion now and then go with like Fury later. So I would just say Mole Man between the two, as I think the right play. Okay, real quick. Thank you for the buck again, Cade. But Psycho Man, check out the damage on Psycho Man. So I am gonna just do the damage for a 6-star rank 3. But he's getting this synergy here again. It's with an unknown partner, a future partner, that says the control box is unable to cycle out of hate mode, and opponents are 20% more likely to use a heavy attack. Personal shock debuff potency is increased by 60%, and personal fury buffs refresh when the 4th light attack lands a hit or it strikes into a block. So the personal furies, they last for 14.5 seconds. You can easily get a 5-hit combo in to refresh these furies. There's those times where the opponent just won't throw a special, and yeah, you know, maybe you could lose your furies, but that's a long time. 15 seconds, and all you have to do is get a 5-hit combo in. Technically only a 4-hit combo if you just don't throw the medium, if you just parry and then 4 lights, or bank to get that light or intercept the light, whatever. You can technically get away with even doing 4 hits to refresh your furies. Not only that, but your shock potency is increased by 60%. So the shock is on the special one. The fury, it increases your base attack by 100%. If you look at base attack, it's 2994. So we're gonna triple this man's base attack, which means we're also gonna triple the shock damage. So 2994 times 3, and you're gonna have technically a little bit more than times 3 because of masteries, but this is with without suicides or anything like that, without even like a point in strength. So now we're up to 8982 times 1.6 for the 60% increase in shock potency. So now that brings the total. Each shock is going to deal 14,371, but we're not done there, because not only do you land that shock, but you also inflict an additional shock for each fury buff on Psycho Man, which if you have 2 of them, that means now we're dealing 3 of these shocks. So that 14,000 number, multiply that by 3. We're up to 43,000 damage, a little over 43,000 damage. On a special 1, and it's shock damage, which means you don't have to rely on landing a critical hit. You don't have to worry if the opponent has armor, and there are very few opponents that are actually immune to shock. That's some serious damage. That's in addition to like just the regular physical damage from the special 1, or I get energy damage or whatever it is. But you know what I mean, like the actual numbers that pop up from the animations hitting the opponent. And that's all going to be very easy to do with this synergy. So his shocks are already going to be nasty. Not to mention this guy does technically have some increased power gain. It feels a little bit wonky to take control of it all. But his damage is actually going to be very legit when that synergy comes out. It's just the problem with that synergy is it takes away all of his utility. So I still don't think he's going to be a useful champ, but I'm like, I could already see it now. When those when that follow-up champion comes out, you guys are gonna see. I'm sure somebody's gonna make some videos on it. If not me, someone will. Where his special one is actually gonna do sick damage. Mr. Woodchuck sent it over 5. Thank you very much. Saying, well, I got 6-star necks from Free Cav. Dang, congratulations. Falcon Awakening, Domino, or Carnage. Went with Falcon Awakening. I think that's the right call. I already have rank 5 Domino. I think I would have done the same thing. Falcon, I think his Awaken ability is actually pretty important. So I think you made the right call, dude. Yeah. I think that's absolutely the right call. I probably wouldn't even think on it too much. Congrats, dude. Out of a free Cav. Sick. It's awesome. Haley Miracle sending over a book. Thank you very much. Saying, Happy V-Day. Happy Valentine's Day. What's an underrated champ you use a lot? Mine is Nebula. I like her a lot. I also like Nebula. I don't know if you saw how much I use Nebula in the Unzo, the new account challenge I did, but I used Nebula there a lot. Well, my favorite champ in the game is Man Thing, and I would call him underrated, and I use him in Alliance Quest pretty much every week. Same thing with King Groot. I think they're both actually pretty good. Other underrated champs besides those two, there's got to be some. Doom. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, imagine. Oh yeah, Doom's totally underrated. Actually, Doom kind of was underrated at first. Remember when Doom first came out? I don't know if you guys remember that. A lot of people were like, "Ah, oh, Doom sucks. Can't believe Kabam messed up Doom." Yeah, they didn't mess him up. They overshot this man's power. He's super strong. I like Gamora, but I don't really play her much. I don't know. Maybe underrated is not the right thing to say, but he's definitely not a popular champ. But I do like playing her. What else we got? Mojo, I would say, is underrated offensively. I wish I had a higher SIG'd 5-star. Mine, I think, is still on Awaken, but I think Mojo is actually underrated offensively. And I actually have a lot of fun playing him. Venom the Duck, too, but I actually haven't played Venom the Duck in a while. But yeah, I would say those are some of the ones for me. Those are some of the standout champs that are on the underrated side. If you really loved Man Thing, he wouldn't be at SIG 1. Cretin. Really? Call me a cretin for my SIG 1 Man Thing? Listen, it's not like I can help the size of my Man Thing. Alright, Hunter? That's it, Brian. I'm exposing your biggest secret. I have the code for 75% off a bald cap with all the attachments added for free, plus 6 months turtle wax. The code is trombone. Well, Tom, you had the code. As I mentioned, a mere 20 minutes ago, I just texted my IT guy to remove all codes, including trombone. So nice try, but you aren't going to get thousands of dollars worth of accessories for free. What are you trying to do? Put me out of business, Tom? Get out of here, man. Did you what are your thoughts on Terrrax buff? I got him as a 6-star recently. Should I rank 2 him? Already have Hype, Cap, Marvel, Cosmic Ghost Rider, and Surfer at rank 5. Ah, man. Terrrax is a champ I haven't messed with yet. Post buff, at least. So I can't really say. But the fact that you already have so many good Cosmics, you probably don't need him. Mess around with him a bit. If you like him enough that you feel like he could fit somewhere in your in your already fairly stacked Cosmic lineup, then I mean, sure, why not? But unfortunately, I don't have an opinion formed on him just yet. One of these days, I got to get around to playing him, but just haven't had the time yet. Definitely not experienced enough to be certain, but I think you can already get the full shock damage without that synergy, minus the plus 60%. The Furies refresh when you change stances. Yes, you absolutely can, but it's just not realistic. And that 60% is kind of a big deal. I mean, it's different than just adding 60% attack the way that suicide masteries do. It's 60%, like let me put it this way. Suicide masteries would increase 60% of your base attack. Increasing the shock potency would increase your boosted attack by that much. So like 60% of your base and then 60% of both those furies. Like it takes it to the next level for sure. So that part, it definitely does increase the damage quite a bit. But yeah, you can get like the full damage going with them. It's just that it's not realistic. You can do it in something like Realm of Legends fairly easily. But if you're out just like questing and you're trying to play, you know, if you're trying to play to the best of your abilities to like actually not lose health and everything going through a quest, it's just not realistic. Unless we're talking about like easy nodes, but if we're talking about easy nodes, then I mean any champ could do it. If you got to remove one code, Brian, your most valued secret code, you thought nobody knew it, so you left it there. Codes. Oh, get out of here, Hunter. Get out of here. These slanderous lies. Main thing I was thinking about was getting more uptime on the shocks by letting them refresh. After the damage math, you definitely don't need a higher stack limit. Yeah, it's gonna be nasty. The problem there's like two problems with Psycho Man. One is it's hard to rotate out of his third mode back to his first mode because the AI is passive. And even though you can switch by doing a fourth light attack into their block, I mean, after that, you're sending the opponent to be aggressive instantly. And when they are aggressive like that, that just means they're going to punch you in the face. So, like, you would never really want to do that. And when they're defensive, even if you can, like, stand there and block and wait for them to throw a heavy or something like that, because they're defensive, they're less likely to throw their special. So you're risking giving them too much power, and so like part of the problem is not being able to cycle from the third phase back to the first to keep those furies up. If all special ones were unblockable, that problem would be solved. I think that's his single biggest problem. Then you could say like there's other little improvements they could do. I don't know what would be best to really like polish up the champion, but I was thinking like a pre-fight that allowed you to start in a certain mode or just remove one of his modes entirely would be good. So you could either just cycle between two only, or if you started in one, that synergy that keeps you in hate only, if they just changed it to it keeps you in you know, whatever mode you select, then it would allow you to like have that type of control that you want for whatever matchup. Like pre-fights in general, I just think could have been really good for him. Mobster Kermit sent over 2 saying, been using Dragon Man in Act 5. He's amazing. Dude, I've heard Dragon Man is really good. I need to give that champion more time as well. But I keep hearing good things about Dragon Man. If you guys watch my video tomorrow, you guys will hear some other people say some good things about Dragon Man. Game crash, of course. But yeah, I hear he's really good. I mean, on paper, he looks like he's good. He's got the immunities. He's got unstoppable. He's got power gain. I think when he first came out, I think the damage was a little bit of a worry for him, but his damage seems fine. It's not like over the top crazy amazing or anything, but seems fine enough. All right, what's expiring on me? Not gonna use that. Okay, still 2 days on the glory. Good. Check AQ real quick. Nope, still blocked. But yeah, Mobster Kermit, thank you again for the 2. IBG, you want to awaken Ghost 4-star? Where can I get an awakening gem? 4-star awakening gems. So the Supreme Solo crystals are like the best place to get them. I don't know if you have access to them. I can't remember if everyone has access to the Supreme Solo crystals or if that's after a certain title. But the Supreme Solo crystals are good if you're able to get those. Act 4 100% gives an awakening gem. Act 5.1 gives an awakening gem. Certain side quests, I don't think this is the month for it, but sometimes you'll find 4-star awakening gems in the side quest. Max Sig crystals, but by the time you're getting Max Sig crystals, you don't really need awakening gems. Road to Labyrinth, yeah, I wasn't gonna say Road to Labyrinth though, because Road to Labyrinth sucks. But yeah, those are the ways I could think of off the top of my head. Does MA cover masteries? Yeah, there's a mastery tree that you could play with there. They don't tell you which masteries to pick, but shows you like unlock costs and things like that. And I've got videos on masteries. If you don't like my videos on masteries, other people have videos on masteries. If you're newer to the game, I made a video about a year ago now. It's titled something along the lines of beginner and intermediate masteries. Takes you through like level 50 of some of the better masteries you can get for relatively cheap cost. And I highly recommend watching that video. Most of the early game masteries, you kind of want to get just like pretty specific ones. And then when you get to the higher levels, there's different ways you can kind of branch out. And that's going to depend for, you know, everyone's a little bit different there. EJ got a squirrel to like me. How did I do it? Acted like I was nuts. Oh, boy. Adam, I recommend distancing yourself from Tom. Get out from under his control. He does not have your best interest in heart. Also, when you gave me the code, instead of 15, I put in 50 and got 50% off. Ooh, yeah. I know. I'm aware of this mistake. It's been corrected. I'm gonna let it slide because, you know, put the customer first at my bald cap company. But the code has since been pulled from the system. How do you access Aunt May? You have to find the secret code in a box of Lucky Charms. No, just kidding. It's I'll give you a link in the chat. Link to Aunt May is in the chat, and the homepage will look like this. You can toggle between light and dark mode up here, because when you first go here, I think it's defaulted in light mode. You can just click this button to change it. And then you have all the champ info. You got the mastery builder. A couple of other things as well, but you know, some of the other stuff like prestige, you don't really need as a... prestige doesn't really matter until you're like all the way done with Act 6 kind of thing. Obster Kermit said, "No, another 5." Thank you, dude, saying, "Yeah, rank 3 with the global nodes. When cornering someone, he deals an additional 29.97 damage. Easy fights." Does he really do that much extra damage? Oh, man. I didn't even know that about him. Interesting. That is a solid extra bit of damage. For sure. Dang. I really need to play that guy more. I don't know much about him. Like, I've seen some videos, and I've fought him a bunch. Because, of course, having Torch as my main champion, I have to fight Dragon Man. Not every war. Actually, we kind of share Dragon Man, I would say. I fight more Dooms and more Mojos than probably anyone in my battle group, but Dragon Man, we kind of rotate that one around because he's such a pain. I would say Dragon Man is harder than both Doom and Mojo. Like, if he's willing to throw his specials, oh, then Torch just lights him up and melts him, and he's not even a problem. But the problem is that dude does not always like to throw his specials. And when he doesn't throw his specials, like, it's just instantly a bad time. Or it can be, you know? GG, you like Whoppers? The candy or the burger? In both cases, I'd say no. I don't really eat fast food. Well, much. I mean, you know. Every once in a while. Like, I literally had fast food once last year. And that was only because we were on a road trip. Like a 2,000-mile road trip. And the year before that, I don't know if I had any fast food. But, I mean, I did used to eat Burger King all the time. Burger King was like... I much preferred Burger King to McDonald's and Wendy's. I don't know. It was also, like, really close. Like, where I lived growing up, I mean, we had all the fast food places in New Jersey. I mean, technically, some places in New Jersey, you're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but most places in New Jersey, yeah, you're gonna have pretty much any fast food around. Yeah, we always had all the fast food options, but for whatever reason, I liked Burger King the most. It just so happened to be a tiny bit closer. So, like, when I was riding my bike to get food or something like that, we would just get Burger King way more often. David's in and over buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, dude, Kamala Khan's so damn trash. Better special 3 and heavy attacks are blockable. Also, 5-star Blade, rank 2. Yeah, Blade is always worth the rank up, man. Blade is, he's super strong, especially early on in the game. Once you get to, like, Act 6 and beyond, I mean, Blade's still good, but other champs and other utilities start to become more important. But all the way up until, like, the end of Act 5, he's really strong. So you can invest a lot into Blade. Yeah, man, thank you very much for the buck. Did you have Hardee's or Carl's Jr.? No. I've never had either of those places because I don't think they existed in New Jersey. And I think they're around where I am now, but like I said, I kind of stopped eating fast food, so I mean, fast food's expensive. They make it sound like it's cheap with, like, dollar menus and stuff like that, but you don't get a lot of food for that dollar. You need to get, like, multiple things. I would go to Taco Bell. Like, Taco Bell was my favorite fast food place to go to, and you know, I would be spending like 12 to 15 bucks on a Taco Bell meal, where, dude, just like making tacos or burritos at home, 15 bucks is like, yeah, that's enough food for the entire week. That type of food is like so cheap. I love it. But of course fast food's like, you know, super convenient. But expensive. And then also I mean, right now I've packed on some weight over the past few years since I stopped riding my bike. But was also just trying to get in better shape. I'm always trying to get in better shape, even even when I'm gaining weight. It's always something in the back of my mind of like, dang, let me try to just eat a little bit better, gain weight a little bit slower, and maybe it'll be a little bit easier when I do start working out to drop the weight again, you know. All right, I'm gonna try and ride the Cincinnati pony again. Have a good night. Does that mean you're doing the stream, I guess, Abdo? Okay, we'll raid you in a few minutes here. Let me go pop open 225 units real quick. BG, you're cheap. I like your style. Thank you, Crystal. It's many years of experience of being cheap. What'd you make for dinner, and what's your favorite food? I mean, my favorite food's pizza, but I kind of had a problem with pizza where I mean I would eat like multiple pizzas in a night, and I would just feel like death, because nobody needs to eat several pizzas in a single sitting. You will not feel good. It's like I was having an eating competition where I always won, you know, because I was the only one playing. But what I had for dinner tonight was just like corn and beans, hot sauce, a little bit of carrots thrown in the mix because I had some carrots. Would have thrown some other stuff in there maybe if I had it. BG, can you please check Twitter? Jordan, sure. Okay, found you. I have two to 3 gems and a 3 to 4 gem. Who should I use them on? All mutant, huh? I mean, I think Colossus and Magneto are already ranked 3, right? 3 to 4. I'd probably give Magneto the 3 to 4. And if you haven't done like variant 6 already, he's a beast for it. He's just a beast in general. So I'd probably give Magneto the 3 to 4 gem. The 2 to 3s, I mean, take your pick, dude. There's no real standouts. You got champs that you could take up for synergies, or like Storm Pyramid X for fun. Or you could just save it for the eventual pull of like Apocalypse, Archangel, maybe some of the others. But the 3 to 4, I would totally burn that into Magneto. Ramas sent over to also saying check Twitter at @4Trevor. Okay. Let's see. I think my luck has turned around from yesterday. Ooh, got a mojo pull. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Yeah, I was just talking about mojo. I really want to rank him up. Maybe I'll get a chance to at some point. I would love to play Mojo more. I think he's super cool. Then again, I mean, oh god. I don't even want to think about Mystic tier 4 class Catalyst right now. I just realized, like, dude, ranking up Sorcerer Supreme already put me in such a hole with that stuff. I can't rank up any Mystic champs. But I would love to actually rank up Mojo and play him just for fun. I think he's cool. But yeah, man, congrats. Does Laura like fast food? Not much. Like, she's gotten Chinese food a few times, somewhat recently, if that counts. I never know what to count Chinese food as, because the traditional fast food I think of is like, you know, like McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell type of stuff. Like, does pizza count as fast food too? That's another one that's always like, is pizza fast food? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of is, but at the same time, it's kind of in a different category-ish. You know? But, yeah, she's ordered Chinese food a few times. She'll, I think she goes to, Qdoba sometimes, but not very often. I think that's about it. Mobster Kermit sent over to saying, posted Dragman fight. Twitter at MCOC is a good game. Hang on. Try to refresh because I don't see it here. Is your Twitter set to private or anything? Wait, I thought I looked at a tweet from you earlier today. Maybe that was someone else. But I don't have a Dragon Man fight here. Unless it's like still sending. If it's still uploading or something. Takes 45 minutes to cook a pizza, so no. Don't think takeout equals fast food. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's more takeout than fast food, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, because, like, yeah, okay. They both take too long to cook. I'm used to, like, picking up that kind of food. So for me, it's, you know, in an instant. But, of course, it's very, like, you don't go into those places, order, and then a minute later take out your food. You know, you have to, like, call it in advance. So, yeah, I guess both pizza and Chinese food would not be fast food. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. I mean Valentines. And a Happy New Year. Lobster Kermit, I'm still not seeing anything here, though. You said 1 second. Okay. Open one more, please. Might as well. Expedition BBQ sent over to saying, thanks, dude. Appreciate the help on rank ups. No problem, man. Thank you very much for the continued support. By the way, if you take your Twitter account off of private, it's only new tweets that would not be private. So you'd have to, like, send it again. Come on. 225 units. Should be there, question mark. Refreshing. No, man. I still got nothing. The only thing I have here is a tweet from Abdo, who's started up his stream. What is Abdo saying? What is this message? I don't even know. My Valentine's breath smells like peanut butter. Is that normal? Did your dog write this? No, man, that's it. That's all I got. We can maybe get it sorted out. Did you do the caps at MCC is a good game. If you can't get it to load, all good. I'll figure it out there. No, like it's just not here at all, dude. Like I'm looking at all the tweets in the last hour. Not only is there no tweet from that name, but there's no video tweets at all. You know, like if there was any video tweet, I'm sure it would just be that one, but no, man. Maybe I have to try to figure it out for tomorrow or something like that. It is going to be a little bit late here. Yeah, sorry, dude. Don't know what the issue is, but it definitely ain't here. In the meantime, though, I'm going to grab you guys a link to Abydos. His stream has begun. And it is linked in the chat right now. Shout out to... I was way off on the finger point that time. Kid Toucans for being tonight's biggest D. Appreciate all of your support, along with everyone else's. Where's my egg? I totally passed the egg. It's not even paying attention. There we are. My precious. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. No day stream, but huge video coming tomorrow. I hope you guys are really going to enjoy it. I hope you guys have some time to watch it, because it's going to be interesting to talk about during tomorrow night's stream. So yeah, it's going to be a long video, but it should be an entertaining one. So F you're good looking, BG. Damn it, Tom. Come on, man. It's just so hard to hate you when you say these things, man. Bring it in, Tom. It's Valentine's. Come on. Come on. You know what? We'll do it after the stream. We'll hug it out after the stream. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow, though. Good night, everybody.